Hey everybody, Junior 2000 here again. Here's the next review for Blade 2. Make sure what year it is. It's 2002. And this is a fucking badass movie. Do I think it's good as the first? No, because I still think the first movie's better. But I still kick ass with this motherfucking sequel. Kick ass, take no names. It Ish leaves some more carnage, some more mayhem, more gore, and it's directed by Guillermo del Toro, so you know that shit is practical. So, but yeah, Blade 2, awesome sequel. Chris Cofferson does come back, which I'm glad they brought him back, and they do use more of Whistler in this one, which is great. I like Whistler. I think he's a fucking great character. It was sad when they kill him off in the first fucking film, but all in all, I'm just happy he's back. Wesley Snipes is back. He wasn't recasted. He came back as Blade, where he's kicking some ass, killing some more vampires, some leaving more carnage, and he also has like another helper who helps him, played by Norman Reedus from Boondock Saints. And you get like Chris Robertson coming back after Blade found him, cryogly generated or something as a vampire. Because remember, he got bit in the last movie. And he just bringing back and bringing memories to him, know that he is back. He's not fully as a vampire at all, but he is more cranky, but he still has some kick ass charm to him. They are meet up with different vampire recruits because there is this new baddie of vampires, these fucking bloodsuckers, vagina mouth or something, where they open their mouth and they have like giant fucking mouths and they kill a bunch of people and sucking venom in them, kind of like the face huggers. And what leads to another, because the movie does open with some really carnage stuff where you get this villain, Valak or Nomak or something. Nomak, he's like one of those new vampires that has like he's like his lip rips open like and it opens like a vagina or some shit, and then it sucks like the people with penetrating like teeth that have like venom in it. And it just leaves you with that carnage open where he kills like a lady, another guy, and then sucking the guy's mouth off screen, and then Blaze some killing more, and then reviving Whistler, and they're finding out where they aided by this other vampires, and they ask Blade for some help to join us, even though they were kind of like enemy vampires. We need to help and fight this vampires killing, because there's this unknown vampire that's killing a bunch of people, including vampires. So they're gonna go after this mysterious killer, and they go to the nightclub, and there's some shootout, carnage, and there's like even like a dozen more that this Nomak villain does. Like he recruits more fucking monsters like himself. They do find out that he is recruiting more because one of them turns out to be one of the guards from the blood bank that he killed in the first part of the movie. So you could tell he's turning them into like himself with those vagina fucking vampire mouths. Kills a few of them, transforms one of them into like themselves, and they're dissecting it, finding out that he has like this venomous in the fucking fangs, and it's just some carnage shit and very chaotic stuff. And then you get some more action, and then the people in the group, like you get Matt Schultz, who was from playing Vince in the Fast and the Furious movies, and you get Ron Perlman, Hellboy. He's in the fucking group, and I like Ron Perlman. I thought he was like a pretty good villain in this movie. because there's a twist about his character where it turns out he fucked him over. But I did like Ron Perlman. He's always like a great collabs with Guillermo del Toro, who directed this movie. And Guillermo knows how to direct shit. He knows how to direct great fucking movies. Besides that, not Castle Freak. It was a fucking movie that Texas hated it. That says avoid that. That's a boring piece of shit that Guillermo del Toro made. I'll avoid that. But I did enjoy his Frankenstein movie. That's a great movie. Um, but you get some more carnage, especially when they get into the sewers. They find a bunch of these fucking vagina vampires, and they're like killing these. And Donnie Yen's in the movie. I was disappointed that he was barely used in the movie. And even the way he dies, it feels fucking lazy. Like, it turns out one of them's infected because he got sucked by that Nomak dude. So he's infecting him, transforming into a vagina monster's vampire. And he kills him off screen. I'm like, what the fuck? You fucking. Like, what a waste of fucking Donnie Yen. Like, Donnie Yen is so badass in movies. Like, from the It Man movies to that Mask movie, the one that he kind of looks like Kato. I forgot. That's a good one. I saw it on Peacock. I forgot the fucking name of it. It's like Legend of something like Zero or something. That's another good Donnie Yen movie. And Flashpoint was another good fucking Donnie Yen movie. It's just like, what the fuck? They wasted Donnie Yen in a like nothing role. He barely fucking fight. Like I think he fights a few zombies in the nightclub, but it's just like, why did they fucking do that to him? Donnie Yen is a fucking badass. Like, you could have him be at the end where he's teaming up with Blade and kicking ass, and they take no names like a motherfucker. Like, that's how you do it. And I'm like, what the fuck? They killed Donnie Yen off like in the most off-screen bullshit way ever. Like, fuck that. That's like the one part that I do kind of don't like from this movie. Is like, what a waste of Donnie Yen. Like, I would have been so kick ass to see Donnie Yen fight and fuck up a lot of fucking vampires. And he has like a katana sword, like the one he had that he had in the fucking John Wick 4. I'm like, fucking shit. Fucking bullshit. I sneeze from bullshit because that's bullshit from wasting Donnie Yen in a fucking nothing role and just kill him off in a lazy way. Like they should have done more with Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen's badass. But it's cool to see him in this movie. It's just I just wish he was more in this movie. I wish he kicked ass. And then there's some like the zombie, that one that attacked Donnie Yen. He gets killed by trying to go after his girlfriend, and they ran into fucking sunlight where they get burned into bones, and then it's all left for for some of the group. Like the black guy gets trapped and eaten by a dozen of vaginas vampires in the water. Blade and the hot um vampire chick, like they're the ones that are alive, and even Ron Perlman. But it turns out Ron Perlman fucked them over, and he's with the bad guys. And it even turns out her dad, who's like a older retired vampire, dying vampire, it's revealed that Nomak is his son, and that Nomak is the sister of the hot vampire chick. That's like, yes, hot assassins that's working with Blade. And there's that twist, like, oh shit. And it turns out her dad was just fucking them over, and he didn't even care that she even died. So like, he was just a heartless fucking bastard. So it turns out Blade got fucked over, and by Scuzz, who's played by Norman Reedus, he fucked him over too. And Merge, you probably think that Chris Christopherson Whistler's gonna fuck him over because he was a former vampire and even found him as a bitten vampire because he got bit in the first movie. No, it turns out who fucked him over was Scuzz. But they kill his ass, his sorry traitor ass, where he's blown up, that detonates that. He thought it was a dud, but it got detonated by Blade, and fucking chunk of him blows into pieces like carnage, serious carnage, King, and just badass action. Blade, he's first he's attacked, and then he's trapped in his prison, and then they impale him, and then he has to be impaled by Whistler, who revives him, wakes him up, and Whistler helps out shooting the fuck out of vampires, which I like that Whistler gets to kick some motherfucking ass. Like, that's kick ass, and Chris Crawford's awesome. Rest in peace, Chris Crawford. And he shoots the fuck out of him, has Blade go ahead of him. Blade falls into a pool of blood, and then you get that super kick-ass cinematography shot where he comes out of the water slowly, and then like bunch of blood of water that because he needs blood, human blood, so it regenerates him into a badass beast. And that cinematography shot where he gets out of the water and he goes after the fucking villains and fucks him up, fuck him up, and then use the sword, slice the chingazos, and fucking A. And it's just so well shot. It like that is a fucking cool scene. And then he meets up with Nomak, who kills his dad, and he also bites his sister. And he fights Nomak, kicks some ass, fucking slices Nomak and stabs him, and Nomak dies from his wounds, burned into the bones. You kind of get like a little romance bonding with the hot the hot vampire chick that's Nomak's sister. You kind of have that love bonding with her, and Blade, because you kind of have that bit, but they don't get romantically involved. But he does feel bad for her. Like he has like it's like a tragic ending where he doesn't want to see her die, but she is gonna die because she also has that fucking venom that's bit in her neck by her brother, and she's also gonna die in the first place. So she decides, just leave me out. I want to see the sun before I pass away. So he carries her, holds her, and like gives her like a good patty on the head, like goodbye, and she burns and peacefully and fades away into ashes. Which I did felt bad for Blade, like, oh man, I think that would have been a cool romance with her and Blade. But she dies. And it's up for Christopher Cofferson and Blade to kick some ass and find some more fucking vampires to kick ass. And even kills like a vampire that he let a vampire alive because he was finding some more vampires to kill. He finds him in London in a titty parlor and kills his sorry ass. I did not forget about you. And then he stabs him in the fucking head, and that's when the movie ends. Like, yes, kill that fucker. Yes, kill all the vampires. And Blade kicked ass in this fucking sequel. Do I think it's good as the first? No, because I still think the first is still better, but I still think it kicks ass. It's better than the next piece of shit, which I'm going to review, and that's a fucking rant. But I'll see you in the next one, folks. But I thought Wesley Snipes did great. I thought Rich Robertson kicked some motherfucking ass. I thought Roman Reedus played a good scumbag. I thought the guy who played Nomak was good. Probably a really menacing villain. And I thought the girl who was like the hot vampire chick that was Nomak's sister and had like a little bit of a romantic bond with Blade. They were trying to do that, but it never got concluded. But I thought she was good actress. I thought she was pretty good looking. She did some pretty good fighting and shootout scenes with the vampires. Felt bad for her character to die at the end. It kind of reminded me of like that. Was it that princess girl dying? And was it It was that was it the fish character? Like he was kind of romantically involved in the Hellboy 2 with that princess lady girl, and then she dies because her brother dies from her wounds, and they feel the pain. Pretty tragic, but it's directed by Guillermo del Toro, and you know Guillermo del Toro gets some badass shit. Blade 2, sick ass and badass sequel. See you in the next one, folks.